And just like that, everything that mouse owns can rot in hell next to American Eagle, Target, and Walmart. Play with your mama, not me.
Reporting live from the United States of Embarrassment, I have your breaking good news. Now, over the course of the past, 2 days, over 1 million people have canceled their Hulu Plus, Disney, Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, minus, whatever the fuck they're called, subscriptions. What does this mean? It means that you're on the right side. So if you're ever questioning or wondering, hey, like, maybe, am I the problem? No, you're not the problem. The problem is the other side, the cult, who simply regurgitate information that they've been fed and have no substantial backing to the feelings and the way that they think, because this is also hurting them. But they don't know, or they don't care. They don't realize that it doesn't matter, because when you're in a cult, I believe you're supposed to just like, it doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense. It's for the cause. And that's what these people are thinking. So what I want you to do is when there are days and when there are times where you're like, when will it end? See, there will be an end. This is only temporary. And yes, all of this will have to be undone. The next person in charge has a very, very big job ahead of them. But just knowing that this is temporary. Now, how temporary, we don't know. Hey, big sandals, like, hey, that's how I feel. However, just remember that we are on the same page, and it also is bringing our side together, but they're crumbling.
So Disney is learning in real time about the dangers of biting the hands that feed you. Because in the wake of Disney canceling Jimmy Kimmel Live due to comments, mild comments at that he made in regards to the Charlie Kirk shooting, the far right's reaction to it, and how Donnie doesn't even really seem to care about Charlie Kirk, millions, and I mean millions of people have canceled their Disney Plus, their Hulu subscription, their ESPN subscription. People are canceling their trips to Disney World and Disneyland. They're canceling their Disney cruises. And I, for one, am shocked at the lack of foresight that these executives, that Bob Iger had in this situation. Because what did you think was going to happen when they chose to side with one of the most evil administrations and most unpopular presidents in the history of America and not do right by Jimmy Kimmel? What did they think was going to happen? Did Bob Iger, because I guarantee he's the one that made the decision, did he really think that people would just get mad for a little bit and then move on? No. People are legitimately angry right now at the way this administration is moving. And for these people to see you, Disney, the company that produced a show called Andor, which is a Star Wars show about the dangers of fascism and the importance of fighting back, to see that company capitulate to Donald Trump over a thinly veiled threat from the head of the SEC is crazy. Now, full disclosure, I am a huge stan for Marvel Studios. I have been watching these movies since I was in high school, and I've seen every single one of them multiple times. But I will also be boycotting Disney and everything they fucking own until they put that man back on the air. Because Jimmy Kimmel didn't do anything wrong, number one. And two, and more importantly, I believe that Disney has an obligation to stand up for what's right, because they are a massive company. And for a massive company like Disney to serve up free speech on a platter to this evil-ass administration is a very dangerous precedent to set, and it only enables them lunatics in the White House right now.
We have big news right now. The former CEO of Disney is coming out and slamming current CEO Bob Iger for essentially deplatforming Jimmy Kimmel. This is significant and shows that more and more people are coming out against Disney, against ABC. It's a new statement from Michael Eisner, who writes, "Where has all the leadership gone? If not for university presidents, law firm managing partners, and corporate chief executives standing up against bullies, who then will stand up for the First Amendment?" The suspending indefinitely of Jimmy Kimmel immediately after the chairman of the FCC's aggressive yet hollow threatening of the Disney company is yet another example of out-of-control intimidation. Maybe the Constitution should have said Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech or of the press except in one's political or financial self-interest. By the way, for the record, this ex-CEO finds Jimmy Kimmel very talented and funny. There is a real movement to cancel now Disney and ABC, and more people are speaking out, so spread the word and follow along for more.
Cancel everything. Cancel everything. Cancel Hulu, Amazon, Disney Plus, DoorDash,
You know what I did just now? I ordered DVDs in a DVD player. Sure did. I just bought 6 or 7 new books. They are taking away your free speech. And conservatives are letting it happen. Oh, the proprietors of free speech are letting it happen. It's happening to us and not them, right? But what they don't realize is that it's a snowball effect. If we don't have it, then you don't have it. Cancel everything. Let's get our gut health back. Let's get our mental health back. Sorry, I had to cover my hair. This administration is counting on a sick populace. So we have to get better to spite them. Cancel your subscriptions. Go to the library. Sit in your community garden. Talk to people. Go outside. That's the only way to fight it. Some of my favorite DVDs in the next video.
Hi guys, welcome to yet another video. It's Ndagere here. Thanks for clicking on today's video. This is spicy. This is, I would say, the first time I've seen both the left and the right in America come on and do a good cause together, which I think is a very empowering movement. And if that's how it's been, like, moving or working, I think everybody would have like peace and joy within America. So apparently this is about the cancellation of Jimmy Kimmel's show, or being kicked out from ABC. And a lot of people are coming out and they're like, wait a minute, Jimmy did not say anything that was so offensive than the words that were coming out of Kirk's mouth towards other groups of people. So if you're kicking out this man over a joke that is not even that insensitive, a joke that is not harmful, that means you guys are trying to control our freedom of speech, and you are trying to actually take us or put us in a box, and we are not ready for that as American people. So they are now having or running this movement of canceling anything ABC related, anything Disney related. And they're like, wait a minute, we are not going to be the ones to give you money so you corporations can still scam us and enjoy the benefits of our sweat, but then we don't even have freedom of speech, and you guys don't see us as beings that deserve to have rights. Like, that is not okay. So I'm gonna share like a lot of videos of Americans. Everybody's just like, I'm canceling. And what is actually more hilarious is the sites of these corporations are now kind of, or mostly, bribing, like they are trying to bribe customers from not canceling. And what people are writing as the reason of canceling is Jimmy Kimmel, is freedom of speech, is siding with the devil. Like I've seen countless videos of people showing what they wrote as a reason for cancellation, and it's just crazy. Also, some others are just subscribing just to cancel, which I find really hilarious. But yeah, guys, listen to what is going on, what people are doing, what people are saying, how the stocks are kind of like going down of Disney. Guys, come back, let me know your thoughts on it.
I just signed up for Disney Plus and Hulu so I could cancel it.
You guys, so many people have been canceling their Hulu and Disney Plus subscription that the site is literally crashing. Hulu had to shut down the comments of their last post because everybody's commenting on how they're deleting their subscription. And I want to take this a step further because the Disney executives, they're panicking. I have had so many comments in my last video of people canceling their vacation and canceling their Disney Plus subscription. Actually, if you're in Burbank, California or New York City, guess what? The ABC headquarters are there. I think people should go and picket and boycott and protest there because this is ridiculous. I think you should unsubscribe from the Washington Post because why did they fire their last full-time Black opinion writer? If you don't know who she is, she literally changed how journalism is done on the opinion section in Washington Post. She is not no regular journalist. This lady has literally changed so much about the journalism world. And they fired her for literally saying word for word what happened last week. And the craziest part of all of this is that this president is down negative 17 points in popularity. So for Washington Post to fire that lady, for Disney and ABC to preemptively fire Jimmy Kimmel is insane. They could have stood 10 toes down into this administration and to the FCC and been like, try it. Try it and see what happens.
Disney Plus, yeah, y'all could go ahead hit the road, Jack. Don't come around here no more. Disney Plus, y'all could go ahead hang it up flat screen if that's how y'all get down. Listen, y'all need to ask Target how we get down for real, okay? Because to this day, Target still don't know if they coming or going. Listen, honey, it ain't nothing for me to drop y'all like a bad habit. Because the only reason why I had Disney Plus is so I could watch the new version of the Proud Family. And I caught up on all the episodes, okay? Disney Plus, Disney, all the bundles, one band, one sound, all y'all can go. Listen, Disney Plus as a staff, record label, and a crew. And if you want to be down with Disney Plus, then you can go too. Since y'all want to cancel people all willy-nilly, then we finna cancel our services all willy-nilly. Listen, y'all not gonna learn until y'all numbers start going down. I hope y'all numbers go down like that Mary J. Blige song, okay? Did y'all not remember what happened to Target? Listen, Target had a little bit too much dip on his chip, okay? And you're seeing what happened to them. Listen, you want that to be you?
We have some major news right now. Disney Plus celebrities are coming out and asking people to boycott Disney Plus, Hulu, and other streaming services provided by ABC and Disney following the Jimmy Kimmel suspension. This is significant. First up, Tatiana Maslany, who's a Marvel star. She's the leading star in Disney Plus's She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. And she now says cancel Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN subscriptions. Meanwhile, Damon Lindelof, who is a showrunner behind the hit series Lost, which aired on ABC, is also urging people to boycott the company, calling Kimmel, quote, empathetic and grateful, saying that he cannot, in good conscience, continue to work for the company that imposed the suspension on Kimmel. More and more celebrities are speaking out. Kathy Griffin, Wanda Sykes, Ben Stiller, they've all spoken out about this decision, but celebrities within Disney Plus's network are saying, cancel Disney Plus. Wow, spread the word.
What did I say? Now, Disney officials at the executive level from multiple departments are freaking out about this Jimmy Kimmel firing because they're scared about internal dissatisfaction, concerns with subscription cancellations, and people boycotting, spilling over into their parks and into their cruises. And I said, one of the most effective ways after boycotting things like Monday Night Football, Dancing with the Stars, 911, and The Golden Bachelor is canceling your Disney Plus subscription, while also submitting a comment to the ABC, and I showed y'all in the other video how to do that very easily. Why? Because Disney Plus and all these subscriptions, their bread and butter are people who subscribe and then forget, or subscribe and maybe you watch one thing every now and then, but keep it around just in case. Cancel your Disney Plus subscription. This is not even about Jimmy Kimmel for real. This is about the fact that the US government is bullying people into thinking that we cannot criticize them. That is not true. That we are not allowed to speak up about our opinion, about facts, about things that actually happened. ABC and Disney did this preemptively without there being a ruling, without anything, by a threat. They took him off the air by a threat. Boycott Disney, boycott ABC, and unsubscribe from Disney Plus.
More celebrities are coming out and calling for a boycott of Disney Plus, ABC, all of their products after they suspended Jimmy Kimmel for making remarks against the Trump administration, even though that's what Jimmy Kimmel has done for years. They were mild remarks at best. And of course, ABC has been not a stranger when it comes to caving to the Trump administration. But finally, we're seeing some celebrities use their power, use their platform to speak out against their own boss, ABC, their own boss, Disney Plus. That's a huge risk for their careers, although they'll be fine. They're already rich. But still, I mean, that's a significant escalation, because what happens if more and more A-list celebrities start calling for people to boycott Disney, boycott ABC? That's going to put serious pressure on the company, and I think it's pressure that they didn't really expect. I'm calling for the same. Do not use these products. Do not use companies that are basically allowing Trump to control the media in this country, because that's what's happening.
Has anybody else been seeing hella Disney Plus and Hulu ads? Like, of course they had ads before all this shit, but it feels like they really turned up like the number of ads. Like every couple of scrolls, I'm seeing Hulu, Disney Plus, ESPN. And then, because I've been, every time I see the ads, I look at the comments, and the comments was tearing their asses up. And then I just looked at them again, and they turned them fucking comments off. So I'm like, not only are y'all turning up the ads, y'all are taking the comments off the videos. So this is hitting up. Don't let them tell you that it's not. Like, the stock is down. We'll see how long that lasts, because people are probably dumping stock because they see, oh, y'all on some bullshit. But
This is weird. And I think I like it. Give it up.
Listen, Hulu do not want y'all to go nowhere, okay? So I've seen a lot of y'all videos of what happens when y'all trying to cancel your subscription, but this most recent one that I just seen was a girl trying to cancel her Hulu plus Disney plus bundle type crap, right? So when she went to go and cancel it, she has the $9.99 a month for the Hulu with ads. She said, don't judge her, so don't judge her, okay? All right. Anyway, so when she went to go cancel it, Hulu was like, wait, nope, hold on. Flag on the play. Relax, calm down. Instead of me giving it for you to instead of you paying $9.99 a month, how about we give it to you for $2.99 a month for 6 months, and then after 6 months you go back to paying $9.99. And then with Disney Plus for me, I ended up changing my cards, but I didn't change my card on a couple of my streaming apps, right? So I think Disney Plus thinking that I'm about to leave, so they sent me a promotion. They sent me a promotion basically. I guess they think because I'm leaving because I ain't made my payment, because I've made it this long I have not missed a payment, but it was just one simple reason.
Apparently everybody is talking about Disney, and everybody is talking about Jimmy Kimmel being canceled all in one day, right before taping of the actual show. And there's video of the staff basically clearing out the studio space. So I guess there's a movement of people who are telling people online to stop their Disney Plus subscriptions and their Hulu subscriptions, and to boycott Disney stock or not go on Disney vacations like cruises or visit Disneyland or Disney World. It's going crazy. The stock for Disney is actually falling, and there's a bunch of news stories about it that is like the span of 1 week. This whole Jimmy Kimmel free speech thing destroyed Disney. Made it drop by 7% or something like that. It's pretty crazy, especially when like CNN's Jake Tapper goes on Stephen Colbert just to talk about this whole Jimmy Kimmel thing, him being fired basically because of Donald Trump and talking about Charlie Kirk. I mean, that's from a story where they talk about Disney stock. You can see for yourself. Things are dropping. Why has Disney stock dropped? Basically, it's pretty shocking. I'll see if I can find another metric that shows it a little bit better. But basically, it's facing a steep decline because people are actually protesting outside of Disney headquarters. They're like protesting basically the end of free speech in the United States. They're saying that, like, I think I saw the other night a bunch of late night people came together, like Stephen Colbert and, you know, Bill Maher. Like, everybody's talking about it, about the fact that, you know, you're not allowed to say what you want anymore, and now it's like propaganda, that the government is getting involved in what you say and what you find out on the news and on TV and everything.
So I'm trying to log into Disney to cancel my account, right? Because of all this Kimmel stuff and bullshit. And it won't even let me log in. Like, the site isn't working. It won't even let me log in.
So a lot of people are canceling their Disney and Hulu memberships, and rightfully so, because the power of the people is in the purse, right? It's in the purse. I didn't have to do that. Let me tell you why. So we were in France, we lived in Lyon for a year, and we had our Disney Plus subscription in France. It was a great deal. My husband was like, I don't know why it's so expensive in the US. We come here, we could log into the account when we moved back to the US, and we just let it run its course because it was an annual subscription. We had already paid for it, so it wasn't like we were logging into something that we hadn't paid for. Get to when the subscription runs out, my husband tries to renew it. Granted, it didn't let him. It recognized that we were in a different IP address and a different location. Somehow, some way, it finally realized that this account is no longer in the EU, right? And it didn't let us sign up for it. And we were like, sweet, we're not going to pay for it anymore. We have other subscription services, whatever. We have been living without Disney Plus for over a year now. And guys, if you haven't unsubscribed, you're going to be okay. It'll be okay.
Disney just fired Jimmy Kimmel and all of his staff for criticizing Donald Trump. On top of that, Disney also paid tens of millions of dollars to avoid a lawsuit from Donald Trump, despite the fact that they were 100% legally in the right. Disney has also agreed to not have as many diverse characters in their movies, such as LGBT, just to appease Donald Trump's opinion on all that. If you want more information on that, watch my other videos. This is basically just going to be a tutorial on how you can boycott Disney. Now, boycotting Disney seems like a tall order because they own so much. That includes Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar, ESPN, Hulu, Disneyland, Disney Cruise, I guess. And to start, I'm just going to show you how you can unsubscribe from these services from your phone. For Disney Plus, you do this, and then this, and then this, and then that. And for ESPN, you do this, and then you do that. And then for Hulu, apparently you can just cancel it directly from like the app menu on your phone. As far as like the parks go and stuff like that, it's less of a tutorial, just don't go here. Which obviously, side note, I'm gonna inject my opinion, but Universal Studios is better, right? Like I went on the Disney cruise, that was fun, but it was really fun because of my family, right? Like this stuff has been kind of bland for a while now. So if you're in California, try Universal. If you're in Florida, oh my God, try Universal. Their movies are better, their properties are better. This goes without saying, but ABC, their news broadcasting arm, can't be trusted. They've already bent over for Donald Trump so many times that any kind of reporting is not likely to tell the full story. Let's just say that. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. If there's more stuff that you can think of that I didn't mention, just say it in the comments. Boycotts work, by the way. They need our money. Their movies are flopping, right? Their parks attendance is going down. We just need to show them that we're not cool with this, right? So now you know.
So Hulu has gone out of its way to make it harder for you to cancel your subscriptions because we all are. We all are, right? Yeah. So I just saw this creator say that her mom needed extra help doing it because she's a little older. So she called 2-hour wait. They're fucking with the wrong people. Okay? We're the ones who damn near bankrupted Target. They better ask about us. But while you're waiting on that 2-hour call, go ahead and get your Disney out of the way and your cable, ABC.
Guys, Hulu is so desperate to keep people from canceling that they are offering a discount when you go to cancel of 70% off. They're offering $3 a month for the next 6 months. And yes, this is directly related to Jimmy Kimmel's firing because yesterday somebody posted this and there was no discount offered to them. Now, I went ahead and canceled it, but even if you don't want to cancel Hulu, go and do this. Take the cheaper option. If there's a show you just have to watch, I don't have Disney Plus. I don't have any of that package bundle stuff, so this is all I have. But even Disney's starting to freak out because this woman said that she went to go cancel her Disney Plus and it wouldn't even let her go to the website. They are actively preventing people from canceling their Disney Plus. Guys, remember, you still will get the rest of your month that you've already paid for. So even if you can't live without Disney Plus, if you've got kids or whatever, I get it. Go and cancel it and then re-up it. That will at least send the right message to them. We stand with Strike Force 5, and I swear to God, if they even breathe in the direction of John Oliver, I will burn everything down.
This is how they're going to steal the freedom of speech. This is how they're going to steal the freedom of speech from us. They're going to do it with the support of half the country because they're doing it over something that emotions are so high on, the Charlie Kirk of it all, that the blowback that's happening with regard to what Jimmy Kimmel said is being framed to people who supported Charlie Kirk as accountability for his actions. And on the left, because by and large we agree with Jimmy Kimmel, we see it as censorship and we see it as an attack on freedom of speech. But half the country is happy to see the left's speech suppressed because they disagree with it. And that's the fact that they have gotten us to be so left versus right, us versus each other, that we are glad when the other side loses freedoms. That's some impressive work, and it's really fucking scary. I'm emotional about it because I don't know how to make people see that the left versus right stuff, while it matters so much and I care so much about the things that I believe on the left and my morality that informs the things that I believe on the left, and I so strongly oppose the things that are opposite those things, like, while that is all true, I also recognize that the people who disagree have the right to disagree. And that is what makes this place the place that we have all believed all along that it is, that it actually isn't, that it is very much no longer, if it even ever was, like, which it wasn't. But that sentence didn't fully make sense. But do you know what I mean? Like, we're not going to have a left versus right to debate. We're not going to have a voice to, like, say, well, we feel this, well, we feel that, if we're under the thumb of an authoritarian fascist ass ruler, which we are. And the fact that we have a Supreme Court that supports everything he does and has given him power to do literally whatever. And also he doesn't do what they say when they do go against him, and he has no consequences. It's actually so insane. Also, to anybody on the right who is cheering for what has happened to Jimmy Kimmel, Charlie Kirk, while I think he's a racist and a misogynist, and I don't agree with his morality or his political views, I do believe that he believed in the freedom of speech, and that he would be rolling in his grave to know that his death is being used to silence half of the country. I actually really do think that. And I mean, there's theories going around right now, and I don't want to speak too much to that because it's very conspiratorial, but there are lots of people right now on both sides, right and left, who believe it's very possible that what we're being told happened to Charlie Kirk isn't exactly what happened to Charlie Kirk, and that instead it was something that happened to him from a more powers that be angle, because he was a big voice on the right that was reaching people who usually are very MAGA-y or usually very Trump supportery, but he was speaking about things that went directly against the current regime, namely the Epstein of it all. So if you're on the right and you're cheering for what happened to Jimmy Kimmel, then, like, you are cheering for something that your martyr died defending. And again, I want to, like, reiterate that I do not agree with that man, with his moral views or his political ones, except for the Epstein of it all. And the fact that he was uniting people on the right against the regime by kind of speaking for everyone, being like, we want the Epstein fucking list, I think really scared people in charge.
As you've seen in the video, guys, that is what is happening. Americans are coming together and they're like, you know what, we've had enough. But also, it's kind of surprising that it only took, a palm demand to be silenced for everybody to come out and be like for the cause. But anyway, as long as they are doing the cause, I think it's still something. And this shows that the only way for people to like get justice, especially when it comes to like big corporations or these big people in governance, is when you start hurting their pockets. Because now CEOs, directors, like TV managers, like all these big people are now coming out and talking about how it was unfair to cut out Jimmy Kimmel, which I'm like, oh, so you guys did not see that it was not okay before, but you're only seeing this after your pockets are being hurt. This is exactly what I say all the time. People have the power. We have the power. We just need to know where to use it. And if people are not spending on these, organizations, these corporations, then they have the power, and we can clearly see. So Disney is really in a big effed up, time right now, just like we saw with Target, And what is pissing a lot of people a lot really is they are using Charlie as this hero. They are kind of putting a picture of like Charlie was this big hero that the world is going to miss. But then every other video that you watch from a lot of people, he was saying things that were not good to specific demographics of people. So it really shows that the white media always wants to push an agenda, and if it's not in their way, then they want to start canceling people. They want to take down people. Then people are a problem. But I just love how people are reacting now, like, we have the power, the population, you're not going to bull us because we are the ones that pay you money. And the fact that the sites of these corporations are now like rigged in a way they don't allow people to like cancel is crazy. Like, you have now to go to Google straight for you to cancel. That shows that, yeah, they are hurting, they are losing money, and I mean, it's the right way. It's the only way they can listen, and people are doing it the right way. So this really proves that people have the power, and the power of the people is what runs the world. Or something also not to forget, the fact that celebrities are also coming out and calling out this behavior, it shows that everybody has had enough, everybody's losing, everyone is in a mess. But then these big people, these corporations act like, the world is not like in pain, or like people do not deserve to like have things going on for themselves or rights, but they still need people's money. Like I said, their sites are now an issue to cancel, to go away from, which is hilarious. Like, what do you mean you don't want people to leave, but you have the power and the audacity to go and support someone that does not support freedom of speech? Like, how does that make sense? Guys, that is it for me in today's video. Yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this whole situation. I love the energy. I love the energy that people are working together, and to show that, like I said, it's the people that run the world, not the members or faces that are put, in power to show that they run the world. Because now, yeah, we are soon to be seeing these corporations as target. I mean, it's still fighting to come back to life. Like, yeah. Yeah, bye, guys.